Hey YouTube, welcome to Market Watch, your weekly segment. Not a weekly segment anymore, bi-weekly segment. We're talking about the Digimon card game market. BT10 is out, cards are all over the place, so we definitely have to talk about the set and what's going on with the set in terms of prices, as well as other cards that might be affected by this set, and by future hype as well. If you guys like this content, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell, smash potatoes. That way you know when all these amazing Digimon videos go live. The Alphamon market is not really changing, as it usually isn't. On the X is down to $17, which I believe cards not really seeing play right now, not really super good. The Alphamon Zort defeats keep hovering though, like they keep going up and down, up and down. Like it's easier to just trade stocks, day trade, than with these singles. But I think people are like alternating whether or not they think it's good or not, and it's affecting the market. Like Zort defeat will be good this format because cross exists. So just you can wait for them to go down now if you want, if you really, really want them. If they keep going up, probably don't worry about it. You can play something else. It's not the end of the world. Ghost Alphamon. And it's selling for this price. Now, this card is not nearly as sought after as Omnimon from BT6. It will go down in price, in my opinion. Not everyone is done cracking their BT10 yet, so there'll be more of these on the market soon. I do know firsthand that these cards are moving on the secondary market, not TCG player, for much cheaper than that. So before you go spending $900 on an Alphamon, maybe be a little bit careful and look around, see what you can find for cheaper, because odds are you will be able to find it cheaper than $900. Death Xmon is just going up in price a lot. The sold listings here are insane. Don't pay mind to this $75 listing, because as soon as that's gone, they're on the 80s. It's a very good card, seeing a lot of play already, and we'll continue to see play going forward. New staple card, gotta have it. Black War Greymon alt-art is also just shooting up. $70 now for an alt-art Black War Grey. That is so wild to me. Cracking BT8 box is looking a little more tempting after every week. Yeah, Analog Youth though is going down. It's hit 50. $50. Try to get in for 50 before they go back up, basically. Or maybe someone will just try to fire sell a bunch, get them for less than 50. I don't know. But if you can grab for 50, you might as well. It's definitely a good time to do it. Next up, Main Mode. One of the various BT10 cards I want to talk about. If this card sees a lot of play, it will maintain its price. If not, it won't. I'm referencing a few test events, TCG Plus test events, plus my case tournament this weekend. There was some Main Mode action to be seen. There's a Grand Prix next week, which will be the biggest sample size of the format yet, and we'll kind of see what happens. But I do see this card hovering on 40 for a bit. It might go down in price, but it is dictated on meta. So keep your eyeballs on the meta and just see what happens with it. Minervamon follows the same route. What's super interesting to me is that Minervamon, I didn't see a single Minervamon deck in my tournament, in my case tournament, and they don't seem very common. If the deck isn't common, this card is going right down in price. Right down in price. And speaking of cards that are going right down in price, Venusmon. Just going down. Going down. Main Mode is definitely a lot more played right now than Venusmon. Main Mode is just better, if you want my opinion. Venusmon is a cool, floodgate type thing, sure, but it's not seeing play. People don't have as much confidence in this card as they do Sakuyamon Main Mode. So I'm expecting this card to keep going down for a bit until people actually start playing it, at which point it goes back up in price. But until then, no. Speaking of Sakuyamon, this card is hovering at $32. Now, it's not super great, this format. It's really not. We saw someone tech it in our case tournament today that we watched, and actually won the person the match, so maybe there's something there. But it's barely going to see any play. I do expect to see this card drop a little bit before it goes back up in price. Bloomlord alt-art going down, down, down. Were you one of the poor fools that bought it at fucking $70? I hope not. I hope you didn't buy the pre-sales. Yeah, now it's just going down. It's going to keep going down because nobody's going to play it. But just make sure that you find this card for a reasonable price. Keep your eyeball on it, because when EX3 comes out in a few weeks, everything changes for this card. Dark Knightmon X has fallen a lot. A lot. It was really cool to see Dark Knightmon X see some play in the case tournament I held with Luxury Games, but it was pre-selling for like $42, and now it's down over 50%. And it's going to keep going down because it's not that good. It's just not that good. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Not one bit. I think this card is going to keep going down. Jesmon GX is settling at $20. It really hasn't moved much, and Jesmon is seeing the tier 1 play to support it. That being said, not every Jesmon deck that is topping is playing Jesmon GX, but people still are considering it, so it's probably going to stick around this price, maybe even drop a little bit. But, you know, $20, not terrible. Not terrible at all. Upamon, the anniversary one, the 1-year anniversary box topper, under $20. Not bad. Might want to grab some. You know, Upamon still sees play. Will continue to see play as time goes on. It's a timeless draw baby until it gets power crept. This will continue to see play. So I think this is a good time to grab this card, to be honest. Fly Bullet is way down. And when I say way down, I mean one person's listing it for $16 and then it's $19. But it seems to be getting cheaper every single day. Every single day by a little bit. There will come a time when this goes back up in price, but until then, just enjoy the ride, I guess. Buy them while they're cheap. Buy them for $50 if you can. The 25th Special Memorial Pack. This pack turned into like a train wreck. A train wreck. It's terrible. If you want my opinion, do not buy these packs. Don't. Unless you're getting a good deal for them, even that, don't do it. Because the most expensive card is the Metal Greymon. If you hit the Metal Greymon, you're doing great. If you hit anything else, you are not doing great. You're not having a good time. And I don't think that's worth it at all. So just do yourself a favor and just stay far away from this pack. If you want to buy the cards for the art, buy the singles. Don't go crazy for the packs. Chimeramon, just a reminder that it is $16. A few people listed some cheap listings, and they were bought out immediately. This is the new price. You can thank Jesmon for this. That's the primary reason. But other decks are splashing it here and there. And come EX3, more decks will be seeing this card in its decks. Patamon, $13. It's down a lot. A lot of people aren't playing Patamon, which is super interesting right now. So it is affecting the price of the card. We're entering good territory where this card becomes a must-buy, in my opinion. Red Memory Boost. This one and a few other memory boosts from this special promo pack are high in price with not a lot of quantities. And don't forget, it's been a while since I mentioned this, so I'll mention it again. These BT7 booster boxes are not seeing a lot of action in terms of being cracked open now, which means it's going to be harder for memory boosts to pop up. You know, if we look at some listings here, the sold listings are much higher than $14. If we look at what we have here, there's barely any until this one big guy with 11, but then they're $18. You know, get your memory boosts. Find them for a good deal, then get them. These memory boosts, I feel until they're powercraft, will just continue to see play here and there. Cordramon Store Championship. So you guys remember the buyout this card had? Well, it seems to have settled. There are more store championships, and that's really cool and all. You have a very good opportunity to grab this card before EX3, before Examon. Make sure you grab these cards now. Gammamon starter deck. Look at this. There was a time, you guys remember the time where I told you guys buy these structure decks because they're great value? Yeah, now you can't. Good luck. For $15. If we look at the contents of the starter deck real quick, don't forget the memory boosts. Don't forget. But if we look at what actually comes in the deck, besides memory boosts, most expensive card is $1. Plus shipping, probably. If you want to buy the starter decks for, you know, just having the cards, buy the singles. Just buy the singles. It's not worth buying these decks anymore. Black War Greymon is down, but not by much. Grab them while they're $9. Grab them while they're $9, and then maybe grab them while they're $11, because then they're back up. back up. People are seeing Black War Greymon. We're seeing it all over the place. It is seeing play. This is something that you have to account for in the meta, and that does affect the price of the card. Gammamon is going up. I'm not sure why. Maybe EX3 hype. Maybe some new cards were revealed, and I forgot. But it is going up. I don't know if you grab them while you're cheap or you wait for some hype to cool off. I would have had them at around the $10 mark, to be honest. But, you know, if you grab them for $10 still or find them on secondary for $10, I don't think $14 is worth it. But maybe if something was revealed in the news that supports this card, let me know in the comments. Because EX2 is actually hard to come by now. I don't know if you've noticed EX2. But, you know, you can get booster boxes for a reasonable price. There's a lot of value in the alt arts in the set. You know, you can crack a box of Digital Hazard and you can make your money back very easily. We'll talk about another card in the set in a second. But yeah, EX2. Look like a good stock. Really is. Way better than EX1. Now we talk about the Sakuyamon. Something happened and this card exploded. I don't know what happened. I obviously missed something that caused this card to have such a massive, massive buy. But it was cheap. Something happened, and now they're gone. And now there's only 12 listings left. And while there are plenty on the market, it's approaching the buyout range very soon. Very soon. Shoutmon X5 continues to be one of the more expensive super rares in the set. But it is going down in price. So there we go. Maybe wait a little bit so you can grab them for $5 each. But to be honest, the Shoutmon cross deck is extremely budget in its lowest rarity. Do you just spend $26 for 4 of these and call it a day? Maybe you just do, to be honest. I believe it is the most expensive card in the deck, second to Memory Tamer Tai, which we will talk about also very soon. Shoutmon King version. See what I mean? See what I mean? Buy 1 or 2. It's really cheap. And it's probably going to keep going down in price. Jellymon is going down, which is kind of cool. Not by a lot, though. Grab them while they're $5-6 while you can on the secondary market, and then just ride the wave. Greymon. Remember when this card was fucking this much money? I remember. Buy them. Buy 1 or 2 now. Because if we do ever get the Door Greymon hit, it is free money. If we don't, then what? You spend like $10-12. It's not a big deal. Cool Boy is down, down, down. It does turn out that when you do play a format with BT10 decks that aren't really supporting much X-Antibody strat, Cool Boy isn't really played. So it is seeing a dip in price, which is nice to see. But get them soon, before more X-Antibody support comes out. Vmon at the $10 range for the rares. Good time to grab them. If you grab them for $10, do it. If you can't, I probably wouldn't bother. It is good. It's only seeing play in niche picks here and there, though. Not a big deal. Gammamon is also kind of on the down right now. Up and down, this card is wavering around. There's a lot of listings now, so it has some resistance before it goes back up in price. You have some time to get this card at a reasonable price. Digimon is $8 for an uncommon. What happened? I have missed something. I don't know what I missed, but definitely check your bulk and definitely move these if you have them, for sure. Dark Knightmon also going up and up and up. Even though the support is nonsense, you know, it's approaching the buyout range, which is really silly. This card used to be $1. So hopefully you guys grab them, and if you have them, sell them now for some free money. Davis, $7.50 for the now max rarity version of this card. I would grab your copies of this card before any good blue-green decks come out. Just saying. Sistermon CL, remember how it was like $40? Yeah, it crashed. You need it in the deck. You need multiple copies of it, but it's at a reasonable price and going down. I don't see it going too much lower, though, because Jessamon is actually a force this format. Gurimon has also recovered from its buyout kind of status thing, which is good. Now you're at a reasonable point where you can grab them. Now it's okay. Hopefully you had them in bulk or had them to start with, but if you don't, now's the time. Final cards I'm going to talk about are the starter 11 cards. Again, don't buy these. Don't buy these packs because you're gambling on grabbing one of these 3 cards. If you don't grab one of these 3 cards, you're in the red. Every box comes with one. There's multiple choice, and it does seem harder to pull these cards. I saw so many of these, and not a lot of these. I didn't pull any of these ones. I pulled one Greymon and a bunch of the lower end stuff. So it's probably scaled in the sense that the harder cards are harder to get, the better cards are harder to get. Buy them if you want them. Otherwise, don't. Don't touch these cards. That's it for this week's Market Watch. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I do think we covered a lot of good content. I think that we covered a lot of hype. And the EX3 is around the corner, so look forward to some exciting stuff coming soon. See you guys later.